Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to look at these problems. In the earlier video, I showed you how to work them by the use of computation, paper and pencil. Now I'd like to show you how to use your calculator in order to work these problems out. So let's take a look at our first example. First example is 16 factorial over 13 factorial. I want you to notice that on your calculator, you have a specific button, the PRB button. And when you hit that button, you'll notice that you have a couple of different things that come up. One of them being the factorial. All you have to do is hit the right arrow button 3 times. You hit the equals, and what you'll notice is that that factorial symbol will come out. So let's take a look at our first example. You can see we have a fraction. On the top it's 16 factorial, and on the bottom is 13 factorial. We're going to use our calculator and put it just like that. So you put your number first, 16. You hit this PRB button. You go to the right, factorial. You hit the equals, and that's your top. Now you hit the fraction line, which means division. Right, now you put the bottom number. Once again, the bottom number was 13 factorial. Right, so you type in your, let's go back here, you type in your 1, your 3, hit the PRB button again, go to the right. Once again, you hit the equals, and you can see it looks identical to our problem. From there, all you got to do is hit equals, and you let it do the work for you. So a nice way of checking your work. Our first answer there is 360. Okay, so let's try the next one out. We have 13 factorial over 10 factorial. Same thing. I'm going to go ahead and clear this up. You do 1, 3. Hit the PRB button. You go to the right. Once you get that exclamation mark, you hit equals. So that's the top number. Now we are dividing it by 10 factorial. So once again, PRB, go to the right. There's our factorial notation. We hit equals. It looks exactly like our problem. From there, all you got to do is hit the equals, and there's our answer, 1716. It's again a great way of checking your work. Now we follow the next one. With this one, we may want to do a little step here, right? We have 6 factorial over, we have 4 factorial, open parentheses, 6 minus 4 factorial. Let's try to simplify that a little bit, right? Can't do anything with the top. But the bottom is going to be 4 factorial. The fact that we have parentheses means multiplication. And if we do 6 minus 4, that gives us 2. So that's where we put a 2 and we bring that factorial symbol back. Right, so it's this what we'll be inputting into the calculator. You just want to be very careful. The bottom, when you put in your calculator, you want to put parentheses in the bottom, okay? So let's take a look here. 6 PRB factorial divided by, right? Once again, put a parentheses. We want to put an open parentheses and a closed parentheses, okay? So the first one that we see, open parentheses, we have a 4 PRB factorial, right, times our next number, which is a what? A 2 factorial, 2 PRB factorial, close parentheses. So we can see now that our problem looks just like this one right there. From there, we just hit the equals, and we see that we get this answer to be 15. All right, and one more time, right? The top can stay the same. The 5 factorial stays the same, but we do 7 minus 5. Right? I'm sorry, put this as a multiplication symbol. That gives us 2 factorial. And we put the parentheses around the bottom. Alright, so taking a look, clearing it up. It's again a 7 PRB factorial, dividing it by open parentheses. Do not forget the open parentheses. 5 PRB. Go to the right, we have our factorial button. And we're multiplying it by a 2 PRB. Scroll to the right, factorial button, close parentheses, hit our equals, and we see this answer is a 21. So as we can see here, this calculator is a very nice tool to help us check our work when we're working with these factorial notation problems.